Hello, I'm Sensei Alex Kakuyo. Thank you for joining me for this episode of The Ordinary Buddhist. The title of today's talk is Gratitude and Buddhism's First Noble Truth. Before we get into that, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post talks in the future. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, that'd be great too. The first noble truth of Buddhism states, life is suffering. And this can be a bit scary to our Western sensibilities. It seems very pessimistic and a dark outlook on life. However, there is some historical context that we need to take into account. We have to understand that Buddha was born 2,600 years ago. He was born during a time without air conditioning, without refrigeration, without cars. It was a time when if your crops failed or if you had too many bad hunts in a row, you were probably going to starve to death. If you were injured, let's say you had a broken leg, there was little in the way of pain medication while you were healing, so you simply had to suffer until you got better or until something ate you. That said, I don't think the Buddha got much pushback when he told his followers life is suffering. That said, here in the modern era, when we have refrigeration and cars and laptops, we may wonder if the First Noble Truth still accounts for us. And what about all the joy and happiness we also experience in life? Well, I would argue that the First Noble Truth is even more relevant now than it was before, because our expectations have changed. So 2,600 years ago, if people suffered, they didn't take it so personally. There was physical suffering, to be sure, but probably not so much in the mental realm because they understood that this was a natural, normal part of life. However, here in the West, with all of our technology and our society that's built for our comfort, we think suffering is bad. That means we or someone else has done something wrong. So not only do we take it personally when we suffer, but we often beat up either on ourselves or other people as a result. However, if we understand that life is suffering, then we also understand that it's natural for things to go wrong. It's normal for the refrigerator to break. It's normal for the laptop to do an update right when we need to log into an important meeting. It's normal for the car to run out of gas while we're on our way to an important event. And if we understand that these things are normal, not only do we stop taking them so personally, but we become joyful and we have lots of gratitude when they don't happen. If I understand it's normal for the laptop to break, I rejoice every time it doesn't. If I understand that it's normal to have the suffering of a car that runs out of gas, then I'm joyful each time I get to fill up my tank. So the First Noble Truth, instead of being dark and pessimistic, becomes the groundwork for gratitude and happiness in our daily life, because it shines a spotlight on those portions of our day when we are not suffering, when we are peaceful, when we are happy, and we are content. And if we understand life is suffering, then we will never take those moments for granted again. Amitabha.